Welcome to our channel. Today we're embarking on a cosmic journey to our celestial neighbor, the moon. It's a familiar sight in our night sky, but how well do we really know it? We're about to dive into some surprising facts about the moon that you probably didn't know, facts that might just change the way you look up at that silvery orb forever. Let's get started. You might think of the moon as being a steadfast companion to Earth, a constant in our celestial dance through space. But here's a cosmic truth that might surprise you. The moon is slowly drifting away from us. I know, right? It's a bit of a shocker, but it's true. Every year the moon inches about 1.5 inches further away from Earth. That might not seem like much. It's about the same rate your fingernails grow. But over cosmic timescales, it adds up. What's causing this lunar migration? It all comes down to gravity and tidal forces. The moon's gravity tugs on our planet, causing the oceans to bulge out on the side facing the moon. This creates a tidal bulge. Now, Earth rotates faster than the moon orbits us. This faster rotation pulls the tidal bulge slightly ahead of the moon's orbit. This bulge, ever so slightly, tugs on the moon, giving it a gravitational boost. This gravitational tango has been going on for billions of years, and it's had a profound effect on both Earth and the moon. In the early days of the solar system, the moon was much closer to Earth, and its gravitational pull was even stronger. This had a significant impact on the length of Earth's day. Billions of years ago, an Earth day was only about 5 hours long. But thanks to the moon's influence, our days have gradually lengthened to the 24 hours we know and love today. We often think of the moon as a static, unchanging world, a silent sentinel in the night sky. But the reality is far more dynamic. Beneath its dusty surface, the moon is rumbling with activity. And yes, you guessed it, the moon has moonquakes. Now, don't picture the moon suddenly splitting apart or erupting in volcanic fury. Moonquakes are generally much weaker than earthquakes, but they are a fascinating phenomenon that tells us a lot about the moon's internal structure and history. There are actually 4 types of moonquakes. Deep moonquakes originate hundreds of miles below the surface, probably caused by tidal forces from Earth's gravitational pull. Then there are thermal moonquakes, triggered by the dramatic temperature changes between lunar day and night. We also have shallow moonquakes only a few miles below the surface, and meteorite impacts, which, as you might guess, are caused by space rocks slamming into the moon. These moonquakes, while generally weaker than their earthly counterparts, can last for much longer. While an earthquake might rattle on for a few minutes at most, a moonquake can go on for hours. Imagine the surprise of the Apollo astronauts who actually placed seismometers on the lunar surface and felt the moon vibrating beneath their feet. For centuries, we imagined the moon as a dry, desolate world completely devoid of water. But over the past few decades, our understanding of the lunar surface has undergone a sea change, because we've discovered that there's actually water on the moon. Now, don't picture vast lunar oceans or flowing rivers. The water on the moon is mostly in the form of ice, and it's tucked away in permanently shadowed craters at the lunar poles. These craters are incredibly cold, some of the coldest places in our solar system, and they act like cosmic freezers, preserving the ice for billions of years. The discovery of water ice on the moon has huge implications for future lunar exploration. It could be a vital resource for astronauts, providing drinking water, oxygen, and even rocket fuel. Imagine a future where we have lunar bases, fueled and sustained by resources found right there on the moon. But the presence of water ice also raises intriguing questions about the moon's history. Where did this water come from? Was it delivered by comets and asteroids billions of years ago? Or was it always present, locked away in the lunar interior since the moon's formation? The search for answers is ongoing, and it's one of the most exciting areas of lunar science today. We often think of the moon as being completely airless, a vacuum where sound cannot travel. And it's true that the moon doesn't have an atmosphere in the traditional sense, but it does have something called an exosphere, a very thin, tenuous layer of gases that surrounds the lunar surface. Now, don't expect to be taking deep breaths on the moon anytime soon. The lunar exosphere is so thin that it's almost a vacuum itself. To give you an idea of just how thin it is, the air we breathe on Earth is about 100 trillion times denser than the lunar exosphere. So what exactly is the lunar exosphere made of? It's a mixture of gases like helium, argon, sodium and potassium. These gases come from various sources, including the solar wind, radioactive decay within the lunar interior, and even micrometeoroid impacts. While the lunar exosphere might be incredibly thin, it still plays a role in shaping the lunar environment. It interacts with the solar wind, creating a faint sodium tail that extends away from the moon. It also contributes to the lunar surface's slow but steady erosion. Think about this. The footprints left by the Apollo astronauts on the moon are still there today, perfectly preserved in the lunar dust. In fact, those footprints will likely remain undisturbed for millions of years to come. Why? Because the moon has no wind or weather to speak of. There's no atmosphere to speak of, no rain, no wind to erode those iconic impressions. They're a testament to one of humanity's greatest achievements, etched onto the lunar surface for eons. Imagine millions of years from now, long after our cities have crumbled and our monuments have turned to dust. Those footprints will still be there on the moon, a silent reminder that humans once walked on another world. These footprints, along with the lunar rover tracks and other artifacts left behind by the Apollo missions, are a poignant reminder of our exploration of space. They're also a powerful symbol of humanity's enduring curiosity and our drive to explore the universe around us. And who knows, maybe someday, far in the future, someone will walk in those same footprints, continuing our journey of lunar exploration. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning these surprising facts about the moon, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. We've only scratched the surface of what there is to discover about our celestial neighbor. There's a whole universe out there full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. So keep looking up, keep asking questions and keep exploring the cosmos. See you next time.